On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. That's a good acceleration here as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To throw, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
They score Texans 7, Broncos nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now. Christian Kirk deep to return it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
11. 18.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurobunom.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
19 Texas. That's right. 18. That's right.
Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
So a
line.
1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, hey. Look the hot. Hey, uno.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Texans at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's complete. It's Okurobunom. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
18. What's that?
Inside handoff to Mixon to the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, hey.
Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go.
The turf, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
It's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
You look at the defense for these Texans. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, Nix. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing Nix. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
18. Hey, south.
Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stroud dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Nix. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Nix looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
What a drive this has been. Just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Nix going to give to Harvey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's a microcosm of how it's gone for their rushing game so far this year. 29th in the league on the ground.
Yeah, it's a great illustration of what we're seeing because these problems go back to the offensive line. You can't give guys free access to your backfield. Can't let these free runners come and get them because free runners turn into free hitters.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stroud. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Albert from 8 yards out. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 7. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. To throw, here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
All right. Tony.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Stroud to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hey!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
All right. Hey, King. Okay.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Look the hot, look the hot.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 2nd down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
34 yards.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the Broncos field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And running with power here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to
fighting through, and he's got space. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
What? 18. What's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
All right.
Now Stroud. That's taken in by Shavers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Uno Mars. Here we go, let's go. Hey, South. 18. Hey, Uno.
Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Albert Okwuegbunam with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Nix to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
27-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw is Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Swat. Another swat.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 45 yards. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Nix from the shotgun. Finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Nix. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
To throw, here's Nix. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Back to the air with Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims from 21 yards away.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 24.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Stroud out of the gun here. This goes out right from Mixon.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, ready? Hey, uno more.
Stroud looking to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The throwing again is Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had that little dabble before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
On the quick, right?
And Stroud now to throw. They'll get that complete to Alberto.
Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.